Hey guys, welcome back to Popo's Woodworks. First off, this is March 22nd. I want to say I hope all of y'all are well and staying clear of the mad pandemic of the coronavirus. So I'm gonna stay in my garage and hopefully it won't come our way. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna do a video on how I start the design process on the Shapeoko and Carbide Create, and then send it to Carbide Motion to cut the flag out. And what I do, that's pretty easy. I think it's easy. But I'm gonna be doing a flag for one of our local rescue squads. So I'm gonna show you how I get that image, because I don't have the image, and hopefully they have one online. The flags I've already designed, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use a template for the sake of time. Flags are easy to do. 100 templates out there. You find one online, you trace it on the bitmap. I use Inkscape to convert everything to SVG and then put it in Carbide Create. So flags are easy, but I've already got my flag set up. It's going to be 12 inches wide, actually 11 1/4 by 21 inches long. And so that's what we're going to be working with. And I do the pockets on the flags. But anyhow, I don't have one of these fancy computers that record the screen as I go along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera around, excuse me, and then I'm going to put you on my TV. That way, hopefully, you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to have to cut that light off above my head too. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how I do the design process before the cutout. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've already searched their image. So I typed in Danville Lifesaving Crew. Then you click on the image, and of course, if you look at the body, I don't know if you can see that, but the bottom left-hand corner, it says 400 by 400. That's not all that great. The higher the numbers, the better, I guess, the pixels are in the picture, and it's going to be a little bit more clear. But this is the only one I can find, so we're going to have to try to go with it. So basically what you do is you right-click on that, you come down here and you hit Save Image As, and then scroll over here and click Desktop. And you see I just saved it just to make sure it's going to save, so it's here. So I'm not going to save it again. And then come out here and close out of that. So then you go into Inkscape. You're going to go to File, Import File, because this image is a JPEG right now. And double click the logo, and then it's going to ask you this. I just always hit OK. I don't change none of that crap. All right, then bring it here. Now here, this is important. Took me a minute to figure this one out. I want to make this bigger on the page, but if you just grab this and drag it, it's going to distort it. You got to come up here. It looks like an A, but it's actually a little, I guess, a padlock. But come up here beside the W values, and there's a little box. You click on that, and it locks the lock. That way you can grab this, and you can make it bigger, and it keeps it all the same proportion. It doesn't get all lopsided and stuff. That fire is cooking me. Good Lord. All right, so now that we have this, we're gonna go to Path. We're gonna scroll down to Trace Bitmap, not Trace Pixel Art, but Trace Bitmap. Then this one is gonna pop up and make it a little bit bigger. Then I hit Update. Oh, wait a second here. You gotta highlight that first. All right, let's try that again. To Path, Trace Bitmap. Hit Update. Okay, there's our logo. Now, it don't look too shabby besides the cutting off a little bit of that circle, but I can fix that in Carbide Create. But anyway, you can come over here and change all this. I do hit Remove Background, but usually with just simple patterns like this, I'm just gonna go with it and hit OK. Then X out of that. Now you grab the top one and move it, and there's your SVG. So I can take this one and get rid of it, and you can see this line where my cursor is. You can see the line of the paper, so it's actually a vector file or SVG now. So we're going to put that booger right there. Then we're going to hit File, Save As, and I'm just going to type in Crew Logo. Well, Danville Lifesaving Crew logo. There we go. I can't type. What the heck? All right, then hit save, and we're done with that. Now we're gonna go to Carbide. Actually, no, we're gonna go to my save flags, And right here I've already got my saved template where it's the small flag. And so here's my flag. Like I said, basically, well, let me do this. Some reason when you open this up from a save file, you got to minimize it and open. Let me get rid of this too. That bothers me. And you got to do that just so you can have the whole page. Anyway, as you can see here, well, cooperate. All my flags, I keep them a 1/4 inch off of the edge because I got my blocks and my background blocks set at a 1/4 inch, and so I like to have them like that, and it's the same distance at the top, at the bottom, so it just helps with my OCD. But anyway, if we're gonna do the page setup right here, is 21 inches wide, 11.25, which is 11 1/4. I need to. My stock is going to probably be a 746. That's what this new stuff is, but we'll fix that after I measure it with calipers. I keep it on the top. I always start at the lower left. This is softwood, and my retract height is 0.2. Makes it a little bit faster. So, going to hit OK. Now, this little arrow thing right here is to import an external file. So I'm going to do that. Go to desktop, and here's my logo. And there it is. There's your file. So I'm going to bring it over here and get it out the way. Now, we're going to take this circle and we're going to delete it because it's dilapidated. Alright, so now we got this. This is over here in the left corner is offset path. And I'm going to go to the outside and let's do let's do 0.1, see how that is. That's not enough. So hit delete, do it again. 0.5 outside. Yeah, there we go. All right, so here's my outside logo. You know what? We're going to do that again. Let's do the exact same thing, 0.5 to the outside. That way it gives us, now. So here's the tricky part. I want this image right here to, you see this right? I'm gonna have to fix that too. But anyway, I want this image to be the stripes. I don't even know how to talk. Anyway, the stripes to go around the image. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to be doing some Boolean or however you say that stuff. So basically it's 6 stripes. Every time you hit subtract, it's going to take away one of these circles. So what I do is I just hit Control C. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I create 6 extra outlines. And then I'll take and drag and grab all of them. And then come over here to a line and align center. There, I got that. Now that I see this, I'm going to have to fix that. You know what though? Let's see. Alright, so you can see here where my E is into my W. That bothers me. But I don't reckon it would make a whole lot of difference, but still. So what I'm going to do, just for the sake of making it right, is I'm going to do my own words. This is going to take a minute. So to do that, I'm not going to bore you with sitting here watching me do that. To do that, you go to the T. You go to, let me bring this out so you can see what I'm doing here. This little text thing right here is going to pop up. And so what I need to do is type in crew, all capital. And then hit apply, and then there's crew. And then basically, I'm gonna bring it over here, and zoom in, maybe Arial bold. Yeah, that looks okay. But it's a little different because this is rounded, plus we trace the image. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend the time, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do all new text inside of here, and put it in there, which is gonna suck. All because of that right there. It may be another way to fix that, but I haven't figured that out yet. I mean, it'd be nice if Carbide Create had an eraser tool where you could erase it and then work your lines back. But just bear with me. I'm gonna cut the camera off for a second. I'm gonna see what I want to do. I don't know if I really want to fool with that, because when you go to line these up, you can do it in Inkscape, but Inkscape is not that user friendly when it comes to doing stuff like that. So what I do is I take these, and then you can come up here to rotate, and I'll take this and bring it up here, grab the corner, and I'll rotate it, and usually I'll pick a letter like this, and then I'll go to size, grab this, and try to make it, see how that distorted it? But anyway, what I normally do is I'll pick a letter. I just need to do 1C, and put it over here till it matches that. And I'm going to delete this. And then I'll put it over that letter, and I'll make it big enough to where it covers this one perfect, and then I'll know exactly what size to do the rest of my letters. But bear with me, I'll be back. Now I want to be able to separate these texts. You see I can't do it. There's no ungroup. So what I do, just to make things simple, and plus it gives me extra in case I accidentally do something. So I'll put 2 of them there. I just Control C to make a copy. Then I'll highlight both of them. Just come up here and hit one of your Boolean, whatever you want to call it, subtract tools, and then once you click off of it, now they're all separate, just like that. So, and then you like your A's, I'll come in. This is your group thing. I'll group them. Let's see, the R, I'll group it. That way you keep your centers where they're supposed to be. But I want to group, I don't want to do the letters together. I want to do each individual letter. And then there's the D. So anyway, reason I say that is, watch this. If I grab this, see how it leaves the centers in it. And now when I grab this one, the whole thing comes with it. So anyhow, I just wanted to show that tidbit, and I'm gonna kind of speed this up where you can see me working, because this part takes a long time and it's tedious as crap. So just bear with me. All right, I wanted to slow it down on this last one because I'm just about done. Sometimes when you're dragging this, let me see if I can't make it do it again. It don't ever do it when I want it to. But anyway, it disappears, and when it does, you just scroll out with the mouse button. It'll be down here or up here somewhere, and you got to put it back. It's extremely annoying. So basically what I do is I'll bring the E over here after I size it up close, and then let me zoom on in so you can see. Then I'll grab this little circle and I rotate it, leaving the other existing letter already there, and I just try to line it up the best that I can. It ain't gotta be exactly perfect. Alright, so that looks good. Then I'll zoom in real close and catch this other one and then hit delete. Alright, so now all my letters are done. I have the arc that I needed, and you can do this somehow in Inkscape by creating a circle, and then, but I tell you, it was easy for me to do that in Silhouette Cameo's CAD, but in Inkscape, it's the stupidest thing. Like I said, maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, it's difficult. So I'd rather, instead of fighting that, I'd rather do it the way that I just did this. All right. So now that we have all that, what I'm going to do, make my life simple, is I'm going to come through, hold shift, and I'm going to click every one of these, and we're going to group them together. All right, so then you come over here and you hold over, it says group selection. So now when I click on one letter, all of it lights up. And then of course this is already its own path, and I ain't really worried about these. Well, actually I'll tell you what, I will group. I'm not gonna group circles. All right, so now I'm gonna draw a box, and I'm gonna collect all of it, and I'm gonna zoom out, and I'm gonna bring this over here into my flag. I didn't mean to do that. Let me delete this. All right, now I'm gonna bring this over here, we're gonna move this. And to move this, if you don't know, if you right click, you can move this around and right click and hold it. To zoom in and out, you just use the mouse. If you're using a laptop and don't have a mouse, then you got a two finger like you would make a picture bigger on your phone screen, and it's a pain in the butt. So it took me a minute to figure that out on here. All right, so now what I do is I like to count and see how many 1/4 inch blocks I got. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then come over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I got 8. We're gonna bring it over just a touch. So let me zoom in so you can see what I'm gonna do here. Now we're gonna click off the page and make it all black. We're gonna click a stripe and then hold shift and click one of these rings, and over here we're gonna go to the boolean or whatever you call it, and the one on the far right, you're gonna click that. All right, then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna click this, click the circle. We're gonna do this for every stripe. Click that, click the outer circle. Here, hold shift, click, then click this, hold shift again, click. We got one more. Click here, hold shift, and boom. All right, now, if you notice, it cleaned out all around here. And that's why I made an extra ring. And you notice that my ring is gone because I got 6 stripes and I did 6 rings. So that's why I did that. I like the look of it. It makes it, I don't know, it just gives it a good look that I like. So, all in all, right here is our flag. So let's go over here to the toolpaths. And let me delete these out. This is where I had saved it. Whoops. Earlier. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start at the top, hold the left mouse and bring this down to select all those. And then select these. I should have grouped them before I did this, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to come to contour. I'm going to change bit, change tool. This is going to be softwood. It's an end mill, and I'm going to use the one that came with the Shapeoko, the 201 1/4 inch. All right, speeds and feeds, I'm going to leave them right there for now. And then we're going to click pocket, and you're going to see it change. And so now all of these that turn blue, that's your tool pass. That's what's going to cut out. So we're going to name this. We're going to name it, let's do caps, stripes. And I always like to put the bit size in there, 1/4 inch bit, because some tool paths that you do, you end up doing a bunch of them. My max depth is going to be 0.1. I found that that's a little bit quicker, and it's deep enough to where if you want to fill in the stripes with epoxy or stain, it holds it and doesn't run out. That's just what I like to go with, personal preference. All right, so we're going to hit OK, and then you can highlight that and you can see where it's going to cut. So you click simulation. This is your tool pass. It's showing you this is where the bit's going to move, the red line, and the green is what's going to cut out. So you can turn off tool path. Let me put this on pine. And this is what you're looking at. This is your stripes. So you can hold your left mouse, click and zoom in. You can see the depth of pass, how much it's going to cut out. All right, now let's see. Let's hide simulation. Now I'm going to go back to design because watch this. If I click that L, it only highlights that one L. And remember, I grouped them. If you're in toolpath, it only does one thing at a time. So we're going to go to design, and I'm going to click that L, and then all of it lights up for me. Then we're going to go back over to toolpath. V-carve, edit, change tool, Shapeoko softwood, V-bit, and I'm going to use a 327 60-degree V-bit because it's the only one I have right now. So I ain't got much choice. Now it says 45. I jump my speeds to like 65 and 25. You can speed it up, slow it down once it starts cutting. So we're going to name this tool path. If I can get my fingers to work right. We're going to say letters V bit. And I'm just going to do V bit because, like I said, I've only got one. All right, so we hit simulation. It's going to load. Now that makes a world of difference right there. And you can see, you turn it sideways, zoom in. So that'll get the detail that I need. All right, now. So let's hide simulation. Now we're going to disable that one. What else we got to do? We got this. So we're going to come into here and do contour. Let's change it to 1/8 of an inch in mil. Let's see if there's any difference. Pocket. Show simulation. Yeah, a lot cleaner. See how these corners, which you're never going to get a complete square corner on the inside pass. You can get them right here on the where it comes over and down, but if you're going to do an inside pass, it's going to be rounded a little bit, but that's not that much of a deal. We're good with that. So we're going to hide simulation. Now, enable. So now we have our stripes done. Now we have the letters done. Now we have the cross. We got to do our stars. So we're going to go to design. Come over here. Group them all together. And go back to toolpath. And we're going to do the stars, which is going to be a V-bit as well. So softwood, V-bit, 327, 60 degree, 65. 25, and we'll name this pass stars V-bit. Now I gotta go back and name this one, which is the cross. So we hit edit. All right, so we'll say cross 1/8 bit. All right. There's our tool pass. Now we'll hit simulation and look at the whole thing and see. Oh wait, we're not done yet. I lost my mind here. All right, y'all see what I'm missing? Okay. So we're gonna have to create another tool path. So we're gonna go here and here. Contour. My bit's already in there. And we're gonna do outside right. Bothers me. No offset. No offset might work. Let's do this. We're going to name this one rings 1/8 bit. Let's see how deep we are. All of them's 0.1. All right, now let's hit show simulation. Man, this fire is, I'm sitting here sweating. My back is on fire. Whew. All right. So there's where we are now with the whole thing done. You turn it up, you can see where the depth of the cut is. You got the logo. All right, when I tell you that wood stove is hot, my iPhone actually got so hot it turned off because of the high temperature. So we're gonna go ahead and try to hurry up. I move all my end mills up to the same, and then I do my V-bit last. That way I can use the probe and set it. So basically, to set this, you would disable. I'd set the 1/4 inch toolpath, hit save G code, and then I'd put in there stripes 1/4 inch bit. Then I would disable that. I would enable the 1/8 inch bit, and I would save those and label them as they're labeled. And then once I did that, I'd disable them. Then I would enable the 2 V-bit pass and do that, because that way when you're going to have to change bits, if you save the codes separately, the machine's going to stop. You can turn off the router. It's going to raise up and get out of your way, change the bit, and then all you have to do is reset the Z height after you change the bit. It remembers your X and Y, and once you get the Z height changed, you hit start, turn the router on, and it'll go back to doing what it was doing. It makes it so much easier. If you go ahead and save G code and save all these together, then it's going to stop and it's going to stay at the bottom, and the only way you're going to change your bit is have to undo your router, lift your router out of the carriage and do it that way. So that's that. So I'm not going to, that's it right here. I'm going to go ahead and save this file because I got to make a couple of these, but I ain't going to be able to make one today. I got a bunch, about 10 more I got to do before this one. So anyhow, let me go ahead and flip you around. All right, guys, I know this is a long video, but I'm going to tell you right now, the only way that I am getting through this is from the YouTubers like Chris Powell, Ben Myers. Big shout out to you guys, because, man, y'all keep throwing up the good videos because y'all teaching me, because that's the only way I'm learning. I'm learning how to run this machine through YouTube. So if you've seen my first video that I posted when I got it, I was clueless. I didn't even know how to make it. I couldn't even cut out a square. Didn't even know how to make the tool path on it. So I'm getting better. I'm getting to do. I've done some intricate stuff. I'll throw some pictures up at the end of this video of some of the projects I've done. My flags. I've done one sign that's got like stacked geometry. So I'm getting there slowly but surely. And the only systems I'm using is Inkscape, Carbide Create. I don't even have Pro, and then Carbide Motion. And the Carbide Motion thing was crashing on me, but we'll do another video on that another day, because I think, knock on some wood, but I think I finally fixed that. But anyhow, sorry for the long video, but if you're getting into this and you got one of these machines, I hope what I'm putting out is helping you as the other YouTubers has helped me. So we're just a big community, want to help each other out, and let people be able to enjoy the things of working with wood, turning something into nothing. Turning nothing into something. So anyway, look guys, like I always say, thank you for watching. Y'all have a nice day. Stay clear, wash your hands, be careful. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. Take the coronavirus seriously. Some people don't, around my town, they still doing their normal everyday thing. We do have cases here in my town. So for Pete's sake, if y'all do what the government says, we can end this and let it go ahead and go on by, just like back when the flu epidemic hit. So pay attention. Don't go out if you don't have to go out. That's my rant on coronavirus, because I got a 5-year-old little girl. She literally just finished her last cancer treatment in December, which was a heck of a Christmas present for us. But her immune system is so far down, if me or my wife or something was to get the coronavirus, it could be lethal to her. And that's what scares me to death. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to get all emotional here. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you got any questions, shoot me a comment. I'll be glad to try to answer the best of my ability. And like and subscribe if you like the video, if you like my channels. I'm not, just because I got a CNC, I'm still going to build stuff with my hands. I'm not going to do everything by the machine. So the guys that everybody subscribe to my channel, it's not going to all be CNC stuff. It's just I like to put a little bit of everything on there. Anyway, I'm out. Y'all have a good one.